What's up, Burn Nation? Welcome back to Motivational Mondays with Morgan. I am going to talk to you today about 5 tips when you're feeling discouraged. So let's be honest, we all go through times where we're feeling discouraged, whether that's with ourselves, in our jobs, in our marriage, in our relationships, and just simply in life. And so I'm going to give you 5 things that I do when I'm feeling discouraged in hopes that it can help you next time you're feeling that way. So number 1 is reframe your reality. A lot of times, if you're like me, we can get ourselves even more worked up than what is the truth and what is the reality. So I would challenge you to take a moment to really look at what is the situation. Why am I feeling this discouraged? Am I making things up that maybe aren't the reality, but they're in my head and I'm festering off that narrative and that story that isn't even the truth. It's just what I am making it. So really take a gut check and reframe the reality when you're feeling that discouragement and really assess what are the things that are causing this feeling and be very, very honest with yourself. Number 2, give yourself a pep talk, okay? And maybe that's you looking in the mirror and telling yourself, hey, I can get through this, okay? 1 step at a time, I know that I can get through this. And maybe you're not feeling that. I encourage you to talk to somebody that needs to give you a pep talk, right? We all have those people in our life that we can be open, we can be honest with. If we're not feeling it, we're not feeling good, we're stressed out, we need that pep talk to get us back into our normal day-to-day energy. And so what is the pep talk that you need to tell yourself today? And if it's just this podcast right here, I'm going to tell you, you can get through this, okay? This is just a season of life. This is not a forever feeling that you're going to feel. So reframe your reality and tell yourself right now, I can do hard things. I've done hard things before. I can do hard things again. And on the other side of this discouraging feeling is going to have so much freedom and happiness and energy again. So number 2 is give yourself a pep talk. Number 3, reflect on the lesson, okay? Or maybe you haven't had the chance to reflect yet, but I want you to ask yourself, what is the lesson that I'm trying to be told and trying to be taught right now in this discouraging time in my life? Every reflection that I can go back, even in just the last year, you guys, even in the last year, all the moments I felt discouraged, whether it was because of my business or whether it was because of a friendship or a relationship or my marriage or even my workout journey, right? I felt that discouragement. I said, what is the lesson that I'm learning here? How is this going to change my habits, change how I am disciplined? How is this going to change my communication with other people? How is this going to change me and Morgan become a better human being? And so when you can really lean into learning and figuring out what the lesson is in your discouraging season, that's going to motivate you to get through it even quicker. And then say, okay, I am owning this discouragement and I am going to be a better human being because of it. So what is the lesson is my 3rd tip. Number 4, what's in your control, okay? What is in your control? And this really goes into number 1 of reframing your reality, but what's in your control and what isn't in your control. I'll be honest, there's times of discouragement in my life. It's because I'm listening to what other people are saying about me or about my business, right? And something that is out of my control, I am letting impact me in a negative way and in a big way. And so what's in your control, okay? Every day we get choices in life and we have things that are in our control and we have things that are out of our control. You will never be able to control how people react to situations. You will never be able to control what people think of situations, and therefore you will never be in control of what other people think of you or your life. So it's time to let that go and really think about, what can I control in this season? And anything you can't, you have to have the confidence that it's all going to work itself out, okay? When you step into that power of, hey, I'm going to go tackle the day and I'm going to go make all the things and all the choices that are in my control, I'm going to make them for me and I'm going to make them the best, all of that other noise starts to drown away. So focus on what is in your control and what you can do to help you get through this season. And number 5 is make a plan, okay? Make a plan. You can live in this discouragement, you can live in this anxiety and this feeling of it's never going to end, or you can look in the mirror and say, what is my plan? What am I going to do? What is the little baby steps every single day that I'm going to choose to take to get myself out of this funk? Okay, so make a plan. And it's not going to be an overnight plan, okay? It's going to take time for you to have that discipline, those daily habits, those daily decisions, the things that are in your control. If you don't make a plan to go out there and get after it every day, you're going to keep living in that discouragement. So whether it's one good thing a day, or it's 5 good things, or it's 1 full week of consistency, make that plan. And I think that you will find yourself out of that season of discouragement much, much quicker. So guys, those are my 5 tips. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. 2 claps on 2. 1, 2.